out of turn 4. Down to the stripe, green flag, back in the air, and we're going. Bonsignor was able to stay with him on the outside through 1 and 2, but down the back straightaway, Matt Hirschman slips away with it. Oh, contact between second and third, and Bonsignor saves it in the 51. Great hands right there for Justin Bonsignor, hanging on to that race car after getting the knock from the 10 of Colby. And they're 3 wide behind him. And McKennedy in the 7 able to sort it out as the 22 of Kyle Bonsignor almost got sandwiched up the middle right there at the end of the turn, at the end of the back straightaway. Matt Hirschman, though, now with 51 laps to go, has got himself a couple of car lengths over the 51 of Bonsignor as Craig Lutz kicks the 46 sideways down the front straightaway, trying to get around the 75 of Pastriak. Pastriak sits in 5th, 6th is Lutz. They all run behind Sapienza in the 36 and right in front of the 1 of Woody Pitcat as he's got the 54 of Tommy Catalano right in front of him. And we've got 49 laps to go. 49 to go for Matt Hirschman. Battle right now for 5th. Chris Pastriak in car 75. To his outside comes Craig Lutz in the 46. Lutz kicks it sideways. That opens up the door to the inside for Catalano in the 54. Lutz able to hold him off as they go down the back straightaway. Now they're battling for 6th. Lutz went on the offensive for 5th. Now he's playing defense, trying to hang on to the 6th position. And does. Holds off Catalano. Then the 1 of Woody Pitcat right behind him. This time by, it's going to be 46 laps to go. 46 to go for Hirschman. Hirschman again has put a couple of car lengths on the leader, or on the second place car of Justin Bonsignor. That's why we're watching this intense battle right now for the 6th position between Lutz in the 46 and Catalano in the 54. Lutz's car looks to be a little bit tight. That's why he's driving higher on the racetrack, as the car just will not stay pinned to the bottom. That has allowed Catalano to come around the inside group, taking the shorter way around the racetrack. He looks a little bit loose as he slides a little bit sideways off turn 2 down the back straightaway. So a great side-by-side battle right now going on for the 6th position. Catalano down low, taking the short way around. And on the outside, the 46 of Lutz is keeping the momentum wound up as the race leader, Matt Hirschman, is caught lap traffic again. That's Amy Catalano in the 56 going a lap down. As the number 54 of Tommy Catalano tries to take the 6th position away from Craig Lutz, and looks like he will be successful in that battle now. And Woody Pitcat in car number 1 watches way high underneath the 46 of Lutz, and he'll get himself 7th. That'll move the 46 of Lutz back to 8th. The Dunleavy's number 1 now moves to 7th. Lutz back to 8th in the 46. As we've got 40 to go. 40 laps to go, make it 39 as Hirschman in the 60 and the 51 of Bonsignor just flashed by the stripe. Problems for Andrew Krause in the 24. He's slowing on the back straightaway. Krause in the 24 is slow as the leaders cut by him. You can see him now slowing down the front straightaway, trying to find a hole to get himself up to the top of the racetrack to possibly bring that 24 car to pit road. He's yet to see one where he can make the right-hand turn at the end of the back straightaway and head to pit road. Matt Hirschman laps around J.R. Bertuccio, and now he's going to put Jeremy Gallup a lap down again as Krause still continuing to search for a hold of the outside lane. Bonsignor was on the rear bumper for the lead, but when they got into lap traffic, that allowed Hirschman to scoot away again. 34 laps to go for Matt Hirschman in car 60. Battle for 15th right now. A couple of cars going at it. A lap down, Nusella in car number 92. That's Anthony Nusella. And Patrick Emmerling on the outside as we switch back to the battle for 5th. That is Chris Pastriak, who just surrendered that position. No, that's the battle for 6th, excuse me. As Chris Pastriak just surrendered the 6th position to Woody Pitcat in car number 1. Pitcat beginning to turn the wick up here in the later going as we've got 30 to go. And now Pitcat's trying to track down Tommy Catalano for the 5th position as Catalano works his way through lap traffic. He goes around Gerstner in the 55. Then he's got Ramo in the 32. No, it's not Ramo in the 32 at all. It's the 32 of Tyler Ripkama going a lap down to these drivers. As Catalano, 54, holds a one-car length advantage over the number 1 of Woody Pinkett. That's the battle for 5th. Just in front of them, you see the number 36, Dave Sapienza. Sapienza's holding down the 4th position, and he's actually lost touch with 3rd place Doug Colby, who he had been given some pressure to at the beginning of this run. But the 10 of Colby has driven away from that battle, as now the battle has become for 4th on back. Sapienza, 36, is backed up to the 54 of Catalano. Catalano and Pinkett in car 1. Just about 25 laps to go. Make it officially 25 laps to go as they come by the stripe that time. 25 to go. Woody Pinkett tries to drive down to the bottom underneath Tommy Catalano in the 54 for the 5th position. Couldn't get the car to turn quite as sharply as he needed to. And he'll settle that one car down into the 6th position. Catalano will hang on to 5th. 4th is Dave Sapienza in that 36 car as the leaders continue to slice and dice their way through lap traffic. Justin Bonsignor has again closed to the rear deck lid of the number 60 of Matt Hirschman. Again, we watch this battle. Catalano trying the outside groove. I predicted earlier today that as they laid rubber down on the high side of the racetrack, it may come in. And now Catalano is finding how to work it as he goes for 4th on Dave Sapienza in the 36 car. Side by side, Sapienza elects the bottom as we'll go back to the race lead as they work their way through lap traffic. Hirschman down to the bottom trying to put a lap on the 25 of Calvin Carroll. Carroll in the 25, final car on the lead lap, has the 13th position. Justin Bonsignor tried to make a move 3 wide underneath both of them. Couldn't make it stick there. Now he runs in the tire tracks down the back straightaway. As we'll go side by side again. Catalano in the 54 has gotten around Sapienza in the 36. And now Woody Pinkett tries to get around him as well as Matt Hirschman tries to wire this thing. Justin Bonsignor wants to go 2 for 2 in 2020. Great battle for the race lead. All over the rear deck lid. Now gives him a little bit of a push down the back straightaway. Bonsignor in car 51, the 60 of Hirschman. With 16 laps to go, that's 4 miles here at White Mountain Motorsports Park. They'll flash around the outside of the Gerstner lap car at 55. Then J.R. Bertuccio will also go another lap down in car number 2. And then it's going to be nothing but daylight for at least a couple laps to let these leaders try to sort it out. Hirschman set on the pole, has led it every step of the way so far, and Justin Bonsignor says it is time to go, and car 51 tries to pull along the outside, couldn't do it, does the crossover move. Here he comes to the bottom of the front straightaway. Through turns 1 and 2, it is the 60 of Hirschman, again able to keep him at bay. Bonsignor continuing to size him up, though, in that 51 car. Hirschman, 12 laps from victory. Looking for career win number 4 on the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. And he's only going to hold off the driver who has 18 wins in the last 3 seasons and was the 2018 champion. No small feat to do as they once again will close in on lap traffic. Car they close in on to put a lap down will be Jeremy Gallup in car number 4. He'll go a second lap down. They flash by him quickly so the battle for the lead can continue. Hirschman in the 60 has committed that car to the bottom of the racetrack. Justin Bonsignor in car number 51 says, I'll try the high side, I'll try the low side. We've got 8 laps to go here at White Mountain Motorsports Park. Hirschman covers the low side of the racetrack. Bonsignor is covering every other lane you possibly could think of, trying to find a hole around him. Little bit of bump from behind. Hirschman goes way high. Bonsignor to the lead. The bump and run, and Justin Bonsignor is your leader. Hirschman back to second. Doug Colby still has third in the 10. for this Catalano, as we are 5 laps to go for Justin Bonsignor. Little bit of a bobble out of Matt Hirschman headed into turn number 1, and the chrome horn came into effect. And Bonsignor in the 51 is looking to go 2 for 2 in 2020, and with 4 to go, he's driven away by half a straightaway. Whoa, we got a spin in turn 2. Around goes J.R. Bertuccio, and the number 4, Jeremy Gallup, gets a piece of him as he's spinning, and we've got yellow. Pace car will go out and pick up the leader, the 51 of Justin Bonsignor. All right, here we go. We're going to take a look at the replay right there. Gallup got a piece, got into the right rear tire of Bertuccio, and then as Bertuccio spun, Gallup drove by and got into him again. We've got yellow. Turn 4, down to the stripe. Green flag is out. Bonsignor hard on the accelerator, slides a little bit high through 1 and 2, and hangs onto it. And here comes Colby in the 10. Colby down low looking for a second. White flag coming out for Bonsignor. Colby in the 10 trying to nose ahead in the number 2 position. Bonsignor leads to the back straightaway. Final time in turns 3 and 4. Bonsignor will cruise through to the 3rd and 4th quarter and take the win over the number 10 of Doug Colby. And Matt Hirschman with the chrome horn lets him know just how unappreciative he was about the bump and run move earlier, but it was a slight hiccup as they came down the front straightaway for the 60 of Matt Hirschman that allowed the 51 of Bonsignor to get to him. He'll come down to pick up the checkered flag, and I think he'll take a lap of honor in that number 51. I'm not sure if our flagman's quite a good enough shot to throw it down there to him.